Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the One Shitty Family Podcast. I'm your host, Secret who is ready to be jealous of Pokemon fans in South Korea because they are getting a Pokemon Edition Galaxy Z Flip 3 later this month. And it looks incredible. In fact, I'm going to show you guys because this looks... I'm such a tech geek, so this absolutely got my attention. Where is it? I do have a screenshot of it. Here it is. Yeah, check the non-voice channel. Is it loading? Is it loading? There it is.
Yeah, it loaded.
Wait,
what is it supposed to be again?
It's a Pokemon Edition Galaxy Z Flip 3, officially from Samsung.
Oh.
Why does it look like a card game?
I know, right? It actually looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's going to be a South Korea exclusive, unfortunately, with no word if it's going to come anywhere else.
Oh.
Well,
that sucks.
Yeah.
Well, even if it did come to the United States, I imagine it's probably going to be expensive as shit.
Oh my god, yeah, because looking at the promotional image, looks like we got the phone, some looks like decals, carrying case, carrying pouch.
I'd be surprised if it cost less than $3,000.
Yeah, I imagine like $200 to $2,500 US is probably what I expect this to cost. I'd be surprised
probably
if it's
more.
I would be surprised if it's not under. I'd be surprised if it's not at least $2,000.
I do not have $2,000 to spend.
Yeah, no.
Neither, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even want to spend that kind of money on a phone to begin
Yeah,
with.
same.
Like, you can get, like, an overkill laptop or a desktop for that kind of money.
Or you can use it on today's sponsor.
No! 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 We're not doing that shit again!
I just did, so get used to it.
Oh my god, we're only 2 minutes in and you're already pulling this shit. God damn it.
You're welcome.
Damn it, honey. Okay, but I feel like it would have been so cool if this version of the phone looks more like a Pokédex as opposed to just having Pikachu on it. Oh wait, actually, are these stickers or something? I don't know. I didn't look much into the details of what's actually included in here. The only thing I've seen of it is just this one image. That's cool though.
Yeah.
And this is not the first time that Pokemon has partnered up with other companies to make special edition hardware for specific territories. Because I remember Pokemon collaborated with Razer to make some Pokemon edition PC hardware for China. Like they had a Pikachu edition keyboard, a Pikachu mouse, and even the special earbuds, which has a carrying case that looks like a Pokeball.
Oh. I didn't know that.
And when you open the case, you can hear Pikachu's voice when the earbuds connect to your phone. It's adorable.
Huh.
Oh, I want them.
Yeah, it's so cool, but a lot of the stuff doesn't really release outside of Asia at all, so that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I would love to have a Pokédex folding phone because I feel that would just be perfect.
It would.
And that would be expensive.
Samsung collaborate with Pokemon.
They're already doing so for this phone.
Yeah, but not for us.
Yeah, and that kind of sucks.
Yep.
Because this looks amazing. I wish it was a different color though, because I don't care for all black. But that's just me. I wish I looked at this more outside of that promotional image, but not jealous at all. Okay, let's move on from that because let's finally talk Scarlet and Violet because we haven't done so in a little bit. So
yeah.
So I actually got this topic as a suggestion from one of our friends a few weeks ago, and they asked what we'd like to see in terms of character and story for the game, and
that's a good question.
Yeah, I feel like there's so much that can be explored with this region, because we don't know what the we don't even have a general map for the region, let alone a name for it yet.
Yeah, we don't even have a region name yet.
And it's kind of surprising that we don't have one. Like I mean, granted, when Sun and Moon were revealed, we didn't know the region name, but we didn't even get any gameplay where those games got revealed. So, but with Sword and Shield, we knew that the region was called Gower when those games were revealed. But when X and Y was revealed back in January 2013, we had to wait until like late spring or even E3 to know what the region's name was going to be called. So this is not the first time we had to wait this long to know the region's name, but I mean,
I think this is probably going to be the longest because we're not even getting E3 this year.
I mean, it all depends. I mean, it all depends on when the next Pokemon Presents is going to be.
Probably in May or June.
I feel like either early May or June is when we could expect a Pokemon Presents for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, that's usually what they go for.
And I think there we'll get not only the region's name, but also some of the early game Pokemon, alongside the box art, what the legendaries are going to look like for each version, and of course the release date.
Yep.
Because we've seen this time and time again, and I don't think it's going to be any different. And I don't think we're going to be waiting until, like, August for more information, like we did for Brilliant Diamond, Shiny Pearl, and Legends, because that was brutal.
Nah, I don't think we're going to wait that long.
That was brutal. But, like, they kind of managed to get away with it because BDSP was a faithful remake, so there weren't many changes to begin with, and Legends was coming out much later, so it kind of made sense to wait a little longer, but it was still painful.
I think the reason why they took so long for BDSP and Legends Arceus was probably because they were polishing the graphics. Because when it first came out, it got a lot of backlash.
Oh yeah, because especially like we said this time and time again, but like when you look at the first reveal trailer to the August trailer for BDSP, it's such a huge glow up.
Oh yeah, especially for BDSP.
Oh yeah, like even Legends saw some nice improvements as well.
Yeah.
It's usually the second big announcement for the game when it starts to look more polished and a little bit more complete compared to compared to the reveal trailer. But I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see on that. Hopefully we won't wait too long, but
I mean we're already almost at May, so we shouldn't wait too long.
True. This is very true. Hard to believe we're already almost at the end of April. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, Easter was last week, and now we're almost into May now. This is insane.
Oh my god.
We'll probably get it sooner or later.
Yeah. Like, I feel like the late spring, early summer time frame, late spring, early summer, wait, never mind. Yeah, around that time frame is when we could probably get more info on Scarlet and Violet, but what do we think we could see in terms of character and story for the game?
I'm not sure.
I don't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
Very hard to say when.
You go ahead, Sam.
Yeah, it's very hard to say when we literally know nothing about these games.
Yeah, true.
Other than the fact that we know that it takes place in Spain, right?
Yeah.
I kind of have something.
What do you got?
Well, first thing I want is, I'm pretty sure we talked about this before, but I do want us to be able to challenge gyms in any order we want, considering it's open world.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like that's probably the biggest hope, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing is, since our characters are wearing uniforms, I imagine it's gonna be like very heavy on like school based, because I don't see any other reason why we would be wearing uniforms, to be honest.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's gonna be kind of like Legends Arceus, in which we go up to Professor and the Professor's like, "Hey, you should go research this Pokemon," and blah blah blah, and then we go catch these Pokemon and then report it back to the professor or whatever.
Yeah, that would make sense. So like, I get what you're saying, because if what I feel like it could happen is, we could have something this school thing very similar to like Jubilife Village, where we have this main hub area for like getting items, checking our Pokemon and whatnot, and then because again, this is an open world game, so we don't know what the progression is going to be like, and that's kind of exciting actually.
Yeah, of course.
Because like I imagine that the very beginning and the very end of the game are going to be the same regardless of how you do your playthrough, but like the middle points to get between those 2 points is going to be very different for each playthrough. That's my hope, at least.
Oh yeah, I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, because
also I do want there to be like you know how there's a different color of uniforms based on which version you're playing.
Yeah.
So like I kind of want there to be like this rivalry between 2 schools. Like imagine you're playing as imagine you get Violet, so you're wearing the purple uniforms, and so when you play Violet, you have this other school, Scarlet, which is your rival school or something.
Oh, I was thinking about that actually.
And then you could have like a rival from that other school, and he could be your rival or whatever.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking about that actually, because I feel like that would help tie the 2 versions together a little bit better.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would make the most sense actually when you think about it. Because why else would you have a different colored uniform depending on what version you have?
Exactly. Why would you even introduce that? There must be something.
Yeah.
To it.
I just hope that certain clothing options won't be version exclusive like it was in Sun and Moon, because that was just stupid.
Oh right, I forgot they were exclusive.
Yeah.
I hope we can also change our clothes, which I'm sure we will, because we look ugly in those uniforms.
Yeah, I hope so too.
I'm sure we will, because like customization has been in like every.
It's been standard.
So
it's been standard since Sun and Moon.
Since X and Y.
Well, like, Aura's
since X and Y.
Aura's was kind of the odd one out.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just saying that it's been
even
standard.
BDSP had it.
Yeah, even Broke Down Shiny Pearl had it. So like.
Yeah.
And so did Let's Go. So I don't see why Game Freak wouldn't include character customization. So I think it's here to stay.
Yeah, I think so too.
And maybe even following Pokemon, considering that Sword and Shield got it and the DLC Let's Go had it right from the get-go.
Surprised we didn't have that in Legends Arceus, to be honest.
Yeah, I was a little disappointed about that, honestly, because like you could send out your Pokemon in the overworld, but they don't follow you, and that's pretty sad. And also, you can't interact with them in your pasture, and I am sad about that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Same here.
It's a missed opportunity.
Oh my god. I was salty because I was sure we'd be able to do it. And I'm like, no!
Yeah.
And also, I want to be able to pet and feed my Pokemon again, like in Pokemon Refresh and
oh, that was so good. I missed that so much.
It's so fun. And it helps add to the immersion.
Right.
Like, even Pokemon Go lets you do that.
That's kind of sad.
It's really sad.
When a gacha game does gimmicks more than a standard Pokemon game. That's kind of pathetic, actually.
Wow, pathetic. Okay,
Fucking
Paul.
lamos.
I've been speaking of Pokemon Go Stuffle Community is tomorrow, so that's neat.
Oh, nice.
I wish I could be excited about that, but I'm not gonna rant about it now. Because we're talking about Scarlet and Violet after all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think that's all I really have to say, because other than that, I don't know what else.
yeah, I do hope that the gym leaders play an integral part to the story, kind of like how Sword and Shield did, and also Black and White to some extent as well.
Yeah, I think Sword and
it's
Shield had more.
because the gym
I
leaders.
think the Sword and Shield gym leaders had more more of a role in
Yeah,
any other game, to be honest.
yeah, they felt more involved because they were more than just checkpoints throughout the game.
Yeah.
I wouldn't really like Sword and Shield. Like I can't really think of like many gym leaders actually doing stuff though. But like, cause like Milo does nothing. Like Nessun Kabu. Yeah, the only one in Sword and Shield that really actually does anything plot relevant seems to be Piers.
Well, Raihan too, actually.
What is he doing?
Like, I think he helps the around in the last portion of the game. He helps you with. Well, actually, I can't even remember now.
Okay. But like, yeah, but like, but like, when I think of like black and white, all the gym leaders come together for it, apart from the first three. But like,
Yeah, they come
Siren,
together like the end.
but no, but it's not only that. That you have stuff like you have stuff like Berg and you have stuff like Lenora, Berg, and Iris all chasing after
Oh wait, now I remember what Raihan does.
the Team Plasma. Was it?
Now I remember what Raihan does. There's that one moment where he explains to you more about the lore and history of Galar or whatever.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was thinking like more black and white because you have like because you have like you have Lenora and Berg
Yeah.
doing the whole Team Plasma Dragon Head thing and Pimple Forest. Then you have Berg and Iris doing the whole Team Plasma thing in Castelia when they steal Bianca's Muna. Then you have Clay helping you out in the cold storage with Team Plasma.
Yeah, so all of them were pretty really
And
involved.
yeah, and like Bryson goes to the Dragon Spiral Tower when in Awakened Zekrom, and Raiden does the whole letting you know about the legendaries thing. His role is probably more prominent in Black and White too.
Yeah, I just battled Drayden, so I can confirm that.
Yeah, yeah, and then Black and White 2, you have Sharon, who essentially works at who battles Team Plasma throughout the entire game. You have
I think you went over all of them? Or is there someone missing?
Aren't we missing Alicia and Skyla?
Oh yeah!
yeah, they didn't do much for Team Plasma.
They didn't really do much.
Alicia was great though because she actually
but they're too waifu, so they don't need to do anything.
No,
You're not wrong though.
But like, Alicia did the whole thing with Bianca, I guess.
Yeah, that was in the original games. I think,
yeah. I'm like purely thinking of all the original games, but like now I'm trying to move on to 2. I am Black and White 2. You had they weren't quite involved. Like Sharon was. Yeah, Sharon didn't. Yeah, Sharon. No, Sharon was fighting Team Plasma throughout the entire game. Then you had the Castelia Sewers. Irish Championess. No. Then yeah. Clay doesn't do anything because Clay has forgiven the old Team Plasma and stuff. Yeah. The gym leaders don't really do as much in Black and White too, because like Drayden does a lot of stuff when Obliterated gets frozen, but that's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one game where the gym leaders do the most is easily the first Black and White.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was like it's not even a contest. Hmm.
It's not a contest, it's gyms.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry.
Oh my
No,
god.
good.
Bad puns aside.
Wow.
Wow.
Anyways, Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Talking about it. Yeah, I hope we have gyms and that the gym leaders do stuff.
Yeah, like I said, I do hope that they play some kind of role in the story, but given that this is an open world game and we don't know what the progression is going to be like, it's tough to say how involved they really are going to be.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, if they can like have it all come together for the end of the story, then cool. But
Yeah,
but like that's
Yeah.
but even that's kind of a stretch because again, we don't know what the story is even going to be like.
yeah. Like if anything, I would not be. I would not be surprised if the story for Scarlet and Violet is kind of boring and surface level. Just because they won't really know how to balance it with an open world story, or with an open world, just with an open world, I guess. But like, I
I mean, I
can't
don't know.
imagine.
I think they could do it well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like Legends Arceus was pretty much open world, even though it wasn't, and they had a pretty good story.
Yeah.
Like it was simple but effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, but like,
they managed to make it work because the areas themselves were open, but the story was linear.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But if you're going full open world, you cannot have a linear story. That's
Yeah,
sort of
true.
impossible.
That is true.
No, you
And like
can't.
the only regions where and like thinking back to like Kanto and Johto, where like there were parts of it that were like fair, that were not linear, and that you could and that you could choose the order of some gyms.
Yeah, true.
But like the scaling and those parts were done really badly, especially Gen 2.
Yeah.
The thing that first comes to mind is the rocket base and
Oh yeah.
what's it called again? What's the place called? Mahogany Town. That's it.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like Price is he's like Price is like in canon he is the seventh generator, I guess. But like in terms of levels, he's like the sixth because Jasmine's stronger.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like Johto's level scaling, regardless if you're playing Gen 2 or the remakes, is just so whack.
Yeah.
Because it just jumps so abruptly and you're still encountering Pokemon whose levels are like in the low 20s. For like most of the game. It's bad.
Yeah, it is really bad.
I think they would fix that in the remakes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's still in the
they-
remakes. It's still in the remakes.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. You think they would have fixed that?
No.
Yeah, like
They did.
that was the one
Yeah.
part that was the one part that turned me off from Heart Gold Soul Silver for a little bit. Is because like it because of the level curve, you had to do like spend hours with grinding, and that was not fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
It's at its worst, like in the rocket hideout in Norway, I think, but it is awful, really, because like you have stuff like yeah, because I think it's like Chuck. Is Chuck who is the fifth gym leader is level 30, I think.
Yeah, 30.
Like at least in Hogwarts Soul Silver, I don't know if that was changed from their editions or not. Even though I just played
You just played Crystal not too long ago.
Yeah, I've forgotten already. But like,
Fuck's sake.
but like,
But again, regardless
Yeah,
of what
but, like,
version you're
yeah.
talking about,
yeah, because it's like Chuck is 30, Price is like 32, and then
and
then
the Jasmine's over here with 35.
Yeah, exactly. And
Those gyms are like super close to each other.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
like you could tackle any of those three in almost any, in
Yeah.
pretty much any order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like you
And-
would think if you were going to go in chronological order, it would of course be Chuck, then Jasmine, then Price. But in reality, you should be doing Chuck, then Price, then Jasmine, or maybe even
I think
before
that's the one I did.
before you even do Chuck, you could go do the Team Rocket hideout in Mahogany Town to get even more levels. That way you're right in line with Chuck or maybe or even with Price, and then you could go to Jasmine for your 7th badge.
Yeah, like when I first played Heart Gold as a kid, I think the way I did it was Jasmine, then Chuck, then Price,
God.
because I had no idea that Chuck was there on Shinewood. I went and got the secret potion, and then just went back to Alden. And,
Yeah,
and then
because I remember when I first played Heart Gold, I struggled with Chuck, but I had such an easy time with Jasmine and Price because that was during the time period where I was still mostly just using my starter for my playthroughs.
yeah, I was mostly I was mostly using my starter too. Jasmine was very easy because I just flamethrowered everything.
Yeah, same.
Same here.
Shock was also very easy because my Typhlosion was really over leveled. And Price, I just flamethrowed everything.
I mean, you better hope that Jasmine is easy for your Typhlosion, given that she's Steel type.
Yes.
Exactly.
But
Yeah. It was. Yeah, but it's something I appreciate from the like Gen 1 and 2 that we can do some gems in any order. And yes, while it's really badly implemented in Gen 2, in Gen 1 it's actually done pretty well, which is funny.
ironic.
Yeah.
Unless you're playing yellow, which then it just gets completely tossed out the window because Sabrina's Pokemon are level 50.
Yes.
Bruh.
Wow.
Yeah, but so is Koga's.
Oh yeah, true.
And yeah. Cause
But and there's little indication that there's gonna be that big of a level jump. It's stupid.
yeah, it is very weird. But yeah.
But again, Gen 1 being Gen 1, you can still find a way to cheese it, even when you're under leveled.
Yeah, like all you need to do is just have a ghost type against Koga, because Gen 1 AI is terrible, and he loves to spam self destruct.
Like I thought you were about to say Sabrina when you were saying that sentence, because I'm like, wait a second. I remember hearing Ghost was immune to Psychic Gen 1.
No, it's Psychic was immune to Ghost.
Oh, I had the other way around.
I
Yeah,
forgot about that.
yeah,
This is why they implemented Dark types.
Yeah.
And Steel types in Gen 2.
no, but it actually was though. That's his thing. That's the thing. Those two types were invented to make Psychic.
Because psychic types are like extremely broken in Gen 1.
Yeah, Psychic was absolutely
Yeah.
broken in Gen 1.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of a hunt. Speaking of psychic types, could you imagine if things like Ultra Necrozma in Gen 1?
Oh my
Oh,
fucking
no.
god, no! It would be like the easiest win of all time. It would be
I know.
like, so the first time it would be satisfying, but after that it would be so boring.
Yeah.
It would just click psychic and everything would be destroyed.
Yeah, it's like if you're using it, it would be boring, and if you're going against it, then you're fucked.
Psychical burr.
Yes.
This is, like I said before, this is why they implemented Dark and Steel types in Gen 2.
Yes.
God bless.
It actually was. It was great.
God
that does-
gold and silver for that.
That does create an interesting question, actually, speaking of. Do you guys think we could get maybe a new type in Scarlet and Violet?
No.
No.
I doubt it.
I don't think so.
But I would love to see a new type.
Yeah, because like the whole reason that Fairy was introduced was to nerf dragons.
Yeah, Dragon only had
And
like 2 weaknesses, which was Ice and Dragon, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's
you
3.
forgot.
Now it's 3.
And like during
forgot,
I remember during the E3 trailer for X and Y, when Fairy type was being introduced, it was specifically said that it was good, super effective for Dragon type Pokemon, and I'm like, oh god.
And people were polarizing about that. I remember that.
Yeah, it was kind of polarizing at first, but like I thought it was a great idea because more Pokemon
same.
But hear me out.
more creativity could be implemented then.
I loved it
Guys.
too. I love the Fairy type.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too. But hear me out. It also buffed poison types, which is great. Considering that
Yeah.
poison
Oh
was
yeah,
raised
true.
defense
Because Fairy speaks to poison.
Yes.
and it also managed to make steel type also.
And
a
also
little bit more.
Steel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Uh,
where is fairy type's
I
weakness?
don't know
in
why.
Ice though? Because ice type sucks ass.
As much as I
Seriously.
love Ice types, you're not wrong. Ice is probably like
Yeah.
the worst typing, to be honest.
But I love ice types too. But seriously, they need to buff. the
It is
shit out of it.
way too fragile.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
gross.
Defensively, but offensively, it's great though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks
Like,
defensively.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like Ice is genuinely one. Like in Gen 1, Ice is probably the best type in the game. Not defensively. Although actually defensively, a lot of the S types are pretty good because most of them are like dual water types.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like in Gen 1, Ice type is amazing because it's not resisted by fire. So Charizard and Moltres are weak to ice.
Yeah.
What?
Wait,
They get
wait,
blasted
what?
by ice.
What?
Can you repeat that?
In Gen 1, Ice is not resisted by fire. So
No way.
Ah.
Charizard and Moltres are weak to ice.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
Yeah, this
also
is true.
and also in Gen 1, Poison and Bug are super effective against each other.
Yep. I do
Yep.
remember that.
That's Gen 1 mechanics for you.
I didn't even know that. I'm checking Bulbapedia right now, and granted, I sometimes have a hard time understanding some of these charts, but wow,
Gen 1 was a thing.
it was whack. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But yeah, going back to Scarlet and Violet, I don't think that the level scale is going to be as bad as Gen 2. I feel like Gen 2 is probably the bottom of the barrel when it comes to level scaling. But
I kind of hope that the levels will scale with
I was
you.
just gonna say that, to be honest.
yeah, I feel like the most practical and most logical way to handle level scaling is to correlate with how many badges you have.
Yeah.
That too.
Because like you can have it be like a range of levels. It has done. Not all Pokemon are just going to be this level and just have it be fully capped like the wild area during the main story.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it's going to offer a range of levels for like if you have say like 4 or 5 badges, then I could see like Pokemon's levels being around like level 37 to like almost level 50, for instance. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like that would be the most ideal way of handling level scaling. Same goes for trainers as well. But I feel like for trainers, yeah, I feel like it would. No, never mind. I thought at first I was like, I feel like it would be like on the higher end of that scale, but that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't make sense. Because why have 2 different sets of scaling for wild Pokemon and 1 set for trainers? It wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. The most practical way to do it and the most balanced way to do it is just make them scale with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
But I feel like scaling with the amount of badges you have is probably the most likely.
That's I think so. Yeah.
Because it's just the most practical and most logical. Because trying to scale with your levels can be a little difficult, especially if you're like on one hit it would be amazing because then you can just be like level 100 by or at close to it by like each gym, like low 80s, and like have that last gym be in the 80s. That would be amazing for a challenge run, but in reality speaking, that would be much more difficult to program. So at least I feel like it. I'm no programmer, so maybe I could be completely wrong on this, but like I feel like it would just. But I feel like it would probably be easier to just scale your your opponent's levels with the amount of badges you have.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, but again, we'll just get to wait and see because again, we don't know the Regis name. We don't even know what. Also, don't know the antagonist yet. Like we
don't know anything.
We know nothing regarding characters. Other than the player characters. And that's it.
I'd say we don't even know them either because we don't even know their names either.
Yeah, true. And we don't even know if the opposite player character is going to have any kind of role in the story, like Ray and Akari and Legends Arceus.
Maybe that could tie in what I was saying earlier, like if you play as the girl, then maybe the boy character will be your rival or something.
Oh,
I don't know.
Yeah,
so kind of like Polo, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald?
Yeah.
Oh, I would love to see that come back, actually. Oh, I like that a lot.
Yeah, but the only difference would be is that your rival would be part of the other school.
Yeah. That would make a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they did that in XY too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Wow, I forgot about that.
I don't blame you because
to be fair,
your main rival in XY is really boring.
To be honest, they kind of all are, except for Shauna, really.
Shauna was the best.
Great, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Shauna's really like the most memorable rival when it comes to X and Y.
Yeah.
Okay, hear me out.
Yeah.
Hear me out. I can tolerate the main rival. I just don't like the other 2.
Oh yeah, Trevor and Tierno.
Oh yeah.
Which one of them?
They're fine. They're just really forgettable.
Well, that's him.
Which one of them? The Dorito Man or the Fat Dancer?
Tierno is the one who dances, and then Trevor is the
The
other
Fat
dude.
Dancer. I told you I don't remember. That's how memorable they are.
Oh, Tierno is such a not Tierno. Trevor is such a nerd, but not in a good way.
I don't even remember what he does.
Nothing.
Yeah, he likes to compare your Pokedex completion with his during the main story.
Wow, that's so interesting. Not.
And then the other guy likes to dance.
To be honest, that's like at least somewhat memorable.
I don't know, man. I don't find it particularly that amusing.
Yeah, it's like whatever.
At least Shauna has somewhat of a personality, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the games, Shauna's whole personality is that she has a crush on the player, but only if
Not if you're a girl, apparently.
Yeah, which is so stupid. Yeah, because like she's like, oh, I never watched fireworks the boy before, or she's like, oh, I hope we get to become great friends. And I'm just sitting here like,
Wow, the friend zone.
Seriously.
Friend zone?
Oh my!
To be honest,
God.
they kind of friend zone you with Brendan and May too. I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When I think it's pretty obvious that even like Norman and they pretty much ship us together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they do. Like from what I remember, Brendan still has a very obvious crush on the player character.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Like,
saying.
That's the opposite of like a friend zone then.
Well, I mean, I think May is the one who friend zones him.
Oh
or
yeah,
something.
May absolutely friend zones Brendan and Oris.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor Brandon.
Every single home playthrough I've done, it's very obvious that Maze is also Cody to have a crush on the player character.
Well, I think if you're playing as Brendan, then May friend zones you or something.
I played as Brendan before.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so
I think I have a pic of it too. I gotta find it because oh my god, it's.
yeah, I remember there's one dialogue where May is like, actually I can't remember what the specific dialogue, but it's like May just wants to be friends or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't quote
Is
me
that
on
the
that.
end of the Delta episode?
No, it was. I think it was after you take on Primal Groudon or Kyogre.
Ah, okay.
Fuck, I don't have a pic of it. Damn it.
See, the first thing Brendan did to me after beating Groudon and Kyogre was like rub the fact that I lost my electrode in my Nuzlocke in my face,
Bro.
Oh.
because he was like, oh. Actually, I can't remember what he said, but within the context of me having just lost my electrode, it really pissed me off.
Oh, Brendan.
Poor Brandon.
Yeah, I always have a pic of it from my Alpha Sapphire replay. And
Did you find it?
Yeah, I found it, but Discord's giving me an issue with file size, so now I gotta dig for it again and then compress it that way, and just it's a mess.
The picture is bigger than the file size. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's bigger than it's apparently this picture is larger than 8 megabytes.
Wow.
Like that's
Are you getting it from Discord? Did you send it on your phone and now you're getting it on your laptop?
I took it on my phone. I'm trying to send from my phone.
Alright.
But I gotta dig for it through my file system so that I could get the notice and get asked to send a compressed version. But it's only giving the file app on my phone is only showing me 2 images per column, so I gotta scroll down quite a bit, like past my sun replay, which I took a lot of, like well over 100 pictures, maybe even 200 at that point. It was stupid. Like I got so used to taking pictures during the game, thanks to Sword and Shield on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Because I was taking screenshots like every few seconds.
Yeah, so was I. And I was also taking clips too.
Yeah, so was I. And at one point, I think I was on my Switch Lite. I actually reached the video limit on my SD card.
Oh my god.
Yeah, here we go. All right, I found it.
You're my best friend.
Right.
Yeah.
Bro.
Oh, rep.
You're my best friend.
Ah, fuck! I unplugged my headphones again.
Hashtag friend zone.
Oh, I do remember Maze being much worse.
What did she say?
Oh god, I don't even remember.
Ugh.
I'd have to go look for it, but I don't want to do so
Yeah,
right now.
see, like they do friend zone each other.
Yeah, they friend zone. You get friend zone regardless of which character you play as.
When it's obvious that they both like each other.
Like
It's so strange then, because in like the credits of the game, there's that scene.
yeah.
Where you're walking home together.
Yeah.
And obviously, and that's like obviously implied to be like some sort of date or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so like there was no friend zone taking place. They just said that.
Yeah. But honey, you were there with me when I revisited that friend zone scene at
I think I
Sutopos.
was.
Yeah.
I think I was actually. I remember. It's coming back to me now.
Yeah, because like I took a pic of it on my phone and I tweeted it with say, Brenton, you freaking idiot.
I do remember that. And I was there with you, and I was like, "What? You friend zoning me?"
Oh my god.
Yeah, but like I think like
And like
out of
before
any Pokemon,
like before Brendan or May even friend zones you, they have this one shot where it's just from like the point of view of whichever character you're not playing as, just staring at you with the text box saying because, and then it cuts to them being friend zoned. It's so bad.
that's hilarious. But like I think like out of any Pokemon game, I think like Brendan and May like it's very obvious that they like each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's, that one's obvious, but then there's also like Lily and Sun and Moon.
Oh my god, Lily.
Like
Yeah.
like she is very obviously like meant to have a crush on the player character.
Yeah.
I can't.
Oh yeah, and I always had like a feeling like at the end where like Hao is crying because Lily's leaving. I always thought like he had a crush on her too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't know, that could just be me.
No, that is not just you because
It's not just you either.
You know, my friend like has found like a lot more hints than just that scattered throughout the entire game.
Yeah. Man. Lily has a crush on a player character and Hao has a crush on Lily. How complicated is that?
How complicated you say?
Just keeps increasing.
Oh my god, I didn't even mean to do that.
Oh my god.
Forget love triangle. This is like a love spiderweb now.
Love spiderweb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
I'll be
Christ.
right back.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, but it's like because there's that one like infamous scene where House simps for Lusamine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
But,
remember
like,
that.
yeah, but he's like, oh, like I think something he said something like, oh, like nobody else could pull that style off apart from maybe Lily, which is like obviously how has like a crush on Lily, and it's really poor how.
Oh,
Poor Hal, man. Poor Hal.
feels bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, about Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah. Man, that was quite a sidetrack.
Yeah, that's a weird sidetrack.
Yeah, I don't know how the hell we even got there to begin with.
Shauna.
Oh, true. Yep.
I blame Dorito Man and Fat Dancing Man again.
I can't get over that. That's way too funny.
That's what they will always be remembered as.
Oh my god. What could have been? But like also,
Yeah.
it's just like I love X and Y, but man, it had one too many rivals.
So
No, it had like 2 or 3 too many rivals.
And the rest was just sidelined. Because outside of Shauna and Cameron / Serena, you didn't really have Trevor and Tiana were not really all that involved in the main plot, to be honest. Let's be real.
Neither was
But-
Shauna, really.
Yeah, not over Shauna, but at least she did a little bit more than Trevor
Yeah,
and Tiana,
yeah.
but it's not by much. Like really, the only
No.
things that Trevor and Tiana were involved with, at least from what I remember, was the Pokeball Factory stuff.
They're not actually involved in that. Like, what? Like what happens is, Shauna, and as Trevor like distract the Team Flare guard at the end,
Yeah, I remember that now.
and then Tierno arrives and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?" I get him.
They were talking about X and Y.
I get
Apparently.
how follow them. And then Trevor joins you in the Frost Cavern.
yeah, Frost Cavern.
What?
Yeah, Frost Cavern.
Yeah, and he actually does like join you and like confronting Team Flare, I guess. But he still doesn't like do much. And then Shauna, the only thing she ever does is just at the end go, oh, I'm gonna pick this lock with this device that Clement gave me, and that's her entire contribution to the plot.
Oh
I
god.
still like Shauna a lot though.
Oh yeah, same.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah, no. Shauna being shocked that the Pokemon goes inside the Pokeball is iconic.
Oh,
And then we also can't forget that iconic scene at the end where either Serena or Caleb, whoever you're playing as it, asks Lusamine, why are you crying? And then
You mean
Lusamine's
Lysander?
like, I mean Lysander, sorry.
Oh,
And then Lysander's like, Pokemon.
oh,
Really
the
dramatic.
memes that came from that.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like so funny too.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's hilarious out of context, but like in the actual moment, it's dark.
No, even in context, I find it actually kind of funny, to be honest.
Pokemon.
It's so random, to be honest. All of a sudden, like, Lysander just starts crying.
It's,
But
it's not even like actual crying. It's like one single tear.
I think that's what makes it so funny for me.
Man, how did? Oh my god. Like, we're almost an hour in, and we've done a mixture of Scar and Violet discussion, and then some X and Y callouts.
I mean, I did discuss some stuff about Scarlet and Violet.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Uh-huh.
Like, so far, this episode's just been a mixture of that and X and Y stuff. When I didn't even have X and Y written down to begin with. Well, Gen 6 as a whole.
To be fair, I am literally playing Y as we speak.
Really? And you're probably gonna have that done by like tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. Currently, I am training for Olympia, so yes.
Yeah. So by the time this episode goes up, Y will most likely be done with Y.
Yes.
And I still won't be done with White 2.
Go finish
No.
Y 2.
I'm trying.
Kyle, you cannot tell people to go finish other games if you haven't finished Explorer.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Don't need to reverse card me right there. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, well, I guess we could probably move on from Scarlet and Violet then, because I don't think there's much else that we can discuss for now.
There wasn't much that we could discuss with that in the first place, really.
I mean, fair.
Like everything we just discussed was other games.
Yeah, true. But also, Sprigatito.
Wait, Coco.
Yeah, wait, Coco.
But
Oh.
Sprigatito.
But wait, Coco.
But Sprigatito.
Wait, Coco.
Sprigatito.
Wait, Coco.
Sprigatito.
Lori different.
I can't even. Oh, we're about to repeat an earlier moment from a previous episode. Because that's what it feels like. Oh god. But now, let's move on to other stuff now. So
Should we tell Lori that they can undeafen now?
yeah. I almost closed my Discord window. That wouldn't have. Okay. So, alright, once Lori undeafens, we can move on to our next topic here. Alright, because I have two other things on our notes for this week, and we're a fucking hour in. This is insane. Alright, okay, so the next two things I have written on my notes are favorite V4 members, considering that we talked about our favorite gym leaders a couple weeks ago, and some Gen 5 gushing. And I was thinking, which one do you guys want to do first?
I don't mind either, to be honest.
I feel like we should probably go to Gen 5 next, so that we can actually have a chance to gush it before we get carried away, like we have been for the
that's
last
fair.
3 or 4 episodes.
Wait, alright, wait, what did I miss? Honey, why did you say that I could undeafen? I'm confused.
Oh, we thought you deafened because
I
of
thought
her
you deafened because we were arguing about Sprigatito and Flip Coco and you got annoyed or something.
Oh no, I would have joined in gladly. It's just that my dad got back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Because we
yeah.
were arguing about Sprigatito and Flip Coco and then you deafened, so I thought, oh,
I thought we annoyed Laurie.
No,
What
my
I
dad
missed.
was and I come back. That was it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
What I miss?
And Honey and I were arguing between Sprigatito and Fight Coco again.
Ah,
Because we're finally about to move on from Scarlet and Violet discussion to talk about either Gen 5 gushing or a favorite Elite 4 member. And I was thinking we should probably do Gen 5 gushing first so that we can actually have a chance to do so before we get carried away like we have done so for the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Yeah, let's talk about Gen 5. Then after that, I'm gonna head to sleep.
Okay, that's fine.
Sure.
All right. So where do we even start with this?
Let's start with the best character. And
And
yes.
Of course, here comes the simps.
I mean, you can't discuss Gen 5 without not talking about N.
I mean, true.
yeah,
he
it's
is
blasphemy.
is-
You can't
Like,
he is
literal
he's
blasphemy.
literally the best character.
yeah
I
he
know,
is
right?
he's definitely an iconic character from this generation. I'll give him that.
He's the best.
He is the best.
And like he felt more than just a rival because he was such an integral part to Black and White's story, and I thought it was brilliant.
Exactly.
I agree.
Yeah, he's the best.
And like
He's the what?
The best.
Oh,
confusion. Is there a joke that I'm just not getting?
it's a pun.
Oh, okay. Okay. Whatever. So, man, because like,
There it is. Finally found you. Pick up a long voice.
Yeah.
this is so
Bring me
accurate
this
though.
yak again.
Okay, but the
Okay, but that I love the ending to Black and White. To be honest,
oh, it's so good. It
It
is
is so
fantastic.
Bitch. Every time N opens up with a hole, you said that you had a dream. Make
Dream.
it come true.
Mikey, come true.
I literally cry big manly tears.
I was like, no, don't go.
Yeah, me too. I was like, wait, where's my marriage at? Where's my marriage? We just got friend-zoned by N again. Sad tears.
Oh my god.
Sad
No, but
moment.
but seriously though, I literally cried like a bitch when he said
It is such
that.
a tearjerker ending.
Okay, but
It is
I feel like
so
I'm the only one
good.
that didn't cry during that ending.
Yeah,
Because you're not attached to N as we are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I didn't cry either. So like,
Boo.
God damn it. Is Hani and me the only one who literally cried this one?
Yes, because we're the only base people. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
but Sun and Moon's
you're
ending
right.
gets me more than Black and White's ending.
yeah, same.
Yes, same.
The only ending, the only
Yeah,
ending
I
I
think-
cried at was Sun and Moon's.
I like
I'm gonna have
both
to take it
endings,
up
so
on
I
you
cried to
guys,
both
because-
endings.
I'm gonna have to be that guy and say this, but I didn't cry during Sun Moon's endings. I'm sorry.
How
Boo.
dare.
Boo! Get off the stage.
But I can cry about N. Wink, wink.
Okay, get back on the stage.
W. No, but seriously, no, but seriously though, we love. There's so many things more I love than just N, like the songs, for example.
Oh my god, the music slaps from Gen 5.
music.
Gen 5 music is a bop.
It's so
I
good.
know, right?
Like,
Yeah,
like
Gen
Mombasa City
5
is my favorite city theme for.
Is that the
for
one that
game.
goes?
Nice.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mombasa City is just a fun place to explore in general.
Oh,
Lord
fuck,
just
I have-
coming.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, there's the meme music 'cause it's so good. Drift Veil.
Drift Veil.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it is a bop though. Like you cannot
It
deny
is a
that.
bop.
It definitely is, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh yes.
I mean, I love Gen 5 soundtrack. Don't get me wrong. But
And let's not forget the iconic gym leader theme.
oh my god, the gym battle track and Black and oh my god, it's one of the best in the series. It's one
I
of the best in
agree.
the series.
Okay, small.
Okay, we get it, guys. We love Gen 5's music.
I have one small little nitpick though about Gen 5's music.
Okay.
I did not like the music when it goes down to the red bar.
What?
I mean,
But
that's
I
a bop,
liked it,
but
though.
it's a bop. But I get
didn't.
where you're coming from, Sam. I get where you're coming from.
I like it actually. Like
Yeah, so do
they
I.
It reminds me of. Look, it gives me a panic attack because it reminds me of. It reminds me of when you play a Sonic and you drown in the water. Yeah, that level. It just gives you like a big panic attack. Like, ooh!
I just like it because of the fact that they had like a separate theme just for that.
just for low health.
Yeah. Like they didn't
Yeah.
need to do that, but they did anyway.
Yeah, the only
I'll give them credit for that.
it does get a little annoying when you're fighting a tough battle and you're just continuously getting big hits. So
Yeah,
it keeps
yeah,
interrupting. It keeps interrupting the other good battle tracks.
Yeah, exactly. I just want to listen to the gym.
Maybe you
It's
guys
so
should
good.
play Pokemon better.
Shut the fuck up, honey. Anyway.
What?
What I'm about to say is that whenever the music hits red bar, it just I want to hear that. I want to hear the gym theme song. I don't want to hear that other song that literally gives me Sonic flashbacks when drowning in water.
Okay, so use a hyper potion. Done. Simple.
Okay,
but
wise
what if
ass.
I don't have a high potion then?
I mean,
No, but
Yeah,
that's totally fair though.
I mean,
But outside of that, I have to agree that Gen 5's music is one of the best.
yeah,
Definitely.
definitely. And also a lot of the new Pokemon that came out during Black and White were so good.
I
You mean
generally
the
think
roster,
that.
right?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it introduced the most amount of Pokemon in any generation ever, which was
Gen 5 has some really great Pokemon. Like they're all really good.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to say it. I think the Gen 5 roster is very underrated.
It's
No.
it's
No,
fantastic.
not the game. The game isn't underrated. The roster itself, because
Yeah.
It's a lot of
That's what I mean.
crap.
That's what I mean. That's what I know
Yeah.
what you meant.
Yeah.
it gets a lot of crap for being, well, Gen 1 clones.
But
Yeah,
that's
but
the
like-
thing. It was meant to be a soft reboot of Pokemon.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
But like, not only that, like because they had only original Pokemon, or not only, sorry, only new Pokemon in the original Black and White Unova decks. They had no choice but to reuse concepts, just you know. Because they need to have Pokemon to fill because they needed to have new Pokemon fill roles that would have previously been filled by old Pokemon. Like they couldn't just stick Geodudes and Zubats in caves anymore. They had to make rock and rollers and Woobats.
Yep.
yeah, and they were fire designs too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like them a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so did
I
I.
love mons like Gigalith.
Oh, they're such great designs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I'm going to say that Garbodor is a good mon. Shut up about it being bad.
Garbodor
And
was
so are
great.
the And so are the ice cream Pokemon. Stop being haters.
Yes.
Yeah, I love my Vanilluxe. It deserves
If
to be
you
protected
hate,
at
if
all
you hate,
costs.
if you hate ice cream, you hate happiness. I'm sorry.
Exactly. Like, seriously, who can hate? Wait, let me.
Like, you can't hate ice cream, bro.
I know, right? Like, who can hate on this little guy? I'm going to say it on Swedish now. Who can hate
This.
this little glada glassgubben?
What does that mean?
It means happy ice cream man.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah, who can hate on this guy, little fellow? Look
yeah,
at him.
no.
He's so
Seriously.
happy.
He's adorable.
Yeah,
Look so happy and honestly,
yeah.
like,
I just used one in white, and it was awesome.
Fun
know, right?
fact, I think this is like one of the first Pokemon that James Turner ever designed.
yeah, I remember him saying that on Twitter actually.
Yeah. Just thought that was a fun little detail.
Yeah, cause weren't these like the first games that he worked on?
I think so.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Your Garbodor is great too. It's such a good wall.
I know, right?
Yeah, but like Garbodor and Trubbish are actually really great because they fit really well into Unova's urban
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah,
They're sort of like an urban reimagining of like Grimer and Muck, and it works really well.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it does.
Exactly.
And also, bit of a bit of a side note because one of my favorite YouTubers, Chucka Conroy, did a let's play of Black and White, and he had Garbodor on his team, and he named it Hilbert.
Why? Why?
Oh
Because
my
funny.
God.
He literally named it after the black and white character, the game protagonist.
Yeah, I don't remember. I actually don't remember why that name was settled, but I thought it was just great. And every time I look at Garbodor, I cannot stop thinking about Chucka Conroy's Garbodor Hilbert. Plus, that thing was just a monster during that Let's Play.
I can imagine.
Yeah. I've never used it myself, but yeah, I can.
Yeah, no, right.
I'll
but,
be
like,
down. I'll be
neither.
down to use Garbodor in a playthrough because I see the potential in it.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, me too.
Even
Me
though
too.
I tend to go for Pokemon that have better offense, like I wouldn't mind using Garbodor. Because like it could be like one of the best Pokemon for toxic stalling.
Yeah, of course.
But
Yeah.
I also think like the rivals in Black and White are pretty underrated too. Like Sharon and Bianca are like great characters with lots
Yeah,
of
they are.
personality.
They're amazing.
Yeah. And then you can see them develop and progress throughout the game.
Oh yeah, we can't forget about these mons too.
Zorua!
Well, Hydreigon exists too, but I digress.
I'm biased. They're some of my favorite Pokemon ever.
You're not wrong though. I love them too.
And their Hisuian forms are incredible.
I
yeah.
think I like them just as much as I like the Unova ones.
Yeah.
Both great. I think both great. I can't decide which one is better.
Oh, both are fantastic.
Yeah.
Like Zoroark has since become my favorite Pokemon from Gen 5. And I
I
got
don't blame you.
like I think I used it for the first time. I think it was either in I think it was my replay of White or Ultra Sun. It was one of those games, and I had such a blast using it because using illusion in battle is so satisfying to pull off.
It really is.
Especially
Yeah.
when the Pokemon you have Zoroark disguised as has the same move as your Zoroark does, so it just fools your opponent even better.
Yep.
Yeah.
As the best thing
Yeah.
ever.
Speaking of Zoroark, I in black. No, was it no? In white too. I used Boopy the Zoroark.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I know you. I know you can't name Zora, but I just like hacked it and like and renamed it because I
mhm.
because that's dumb. Um, so he was named Bippy, and he was a monster at the end of the game because he got a move called Nasty Plot,
Oh
and
my god, yeah.
and um you know the post game Cynthia fight
Yeah.
um
Yes.
he
Mhm.
swept that damageless.
Oh my
Oh my
god.
god.
Way to go,
Bro.
Boopy.
Yes.
We stand.
Yeah, like he got one Nasty Plot off while Spurgeon was just too busy using double team, and then just swept everything.
Wow.
Um, like like um uh cause like I think it was like Spiritum went down in one hit to a dark pulse. Glaceon and Lucario got flamethrowered. Um, what was it? Then Milotic came out, but oh wait, no, it was Lucario and Glaceon. Then no, then it was Togekiss, but he flinched the Togekiss on the first dark pulse.
Oh
So
my
it was
Oh my
god.
god.
so the two hit KO, but Togekiss got no damage. Then she sent out Milotic. Milotic was a two hit KO, but it just used Attract and Bippy
Oh.
and Bippy did not simp and broke through and got the two hit KO. Then it was it was Spiritomb, Lucario, Glaceon, Togekiss.
Didn't she
Oh
have
yeah,
Electros in Gen 5 as well?
that was black and white. And then her last Pokemon was of course Garchomp, which was also a two KO, but it flinched.
Nice.
So Bippy swept Cynthia damageless.
That's
Oh my god.
insane.
We
We
love to
we stand.
we love to
As
see
far
it.
as yeah, as far as Cynthia knew, he was tartly scorpied.
Wow.
Ah,
Insane.
Cynthia went home crying that night.
man, poor Cynthia.
Hmm.
Oh, I keep
She-
forgetting that Cynthia's post game battle in both Black and White and Black and White 2 have slightly different teams.
Yeah.
Because Electros and Braviary
Glaceon.
were swapped out in Black and White for Togekiss and Glaceon, like Laurie already said.
Yeah,
Yup.
Yep.
I like that more. I never really felt like Electros or Braviary fit her.
Yeah, they didn't make good fits
Yeah,
for
same.
Cynthia.
I always thought it kind of weird that she had those.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was very bizarre.
Yeah, I'm glad that they just gave her a new Pokemon in Glaceon because that was cool.
Yeah.
But
Cool. But the fact that she appeared in both Gen 5 games, and the fact that you can battle her twice in Black 2 and White 2. No, up to 3 times, I think. No, it's 2. It's 2. That just speaks of her power.
I think she also appears in the PWC, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
You battle her once in Black and White, the post game. Same setting in Black 2 and White 2, but with slightly different team. And then the Pokemon World Tournament as well.
Yep.
And she got her Battle Theme remix twice in Gen 5.
Yeah.
Like, again, her power is immeasurable.
Yeah, it was obvious. Like after Gen 4, like she was really popular. and she continues to be so.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
For good reason, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's best
Yeah.
champion after all.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, I like Leon too.
Leon's awesome, but I just
Yes, it is.
I do have a more
Leon,
I do have a preference for
You
Cynthia,
love Leon.
but Leon's also amazing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I would love to see a full battle between Cynthia and Leon in the anime, but we're never gonna get that, and I'm sad about that.
No.
I kind of don't want to see it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I just want to.
I like Cynthia and Leon so much that I don't want to see a battle.
I just
To
feel
be
like,
honest,
I feel like it would just be so cool to watch, but like,
Yeah, I would rather watch Ash versus Cynthia over it.
Same.
that's fair. That's also fair. But get back on track here before we sidetrack again.
Yep.
Like, yeah, story wise, I feel like Black and White is one of the strongest in the series, honestly.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
Black and White story a lot.
Like, many consider Black and White to have the best story for main series Pokemon game. I personally don't, but it's definitely one of the best.
No, I agree with them. I do think Gen 5 has like one of the best stories, and along with Sun and Moon, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like
Mhm.
I kind of like Sun and Moon story a little more, and then followed by I don't know if I like Legends more or Sun and Moon more in terms of story, because all three
I think
games are amazing.
I think I definitely like Gen 5's story over Sun and Moon and Legends Arceus.
That's fair.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
so.
it's kind of like the same here too.
Even though Legends Arceus is my favorite game now, but yeah.
That's fair. Oh my god. And Black 2 and White 2 being a sequel in the same generation was a series first too.
Yeah, a game that I'm playing
Yeah.
right now for like the past 2 months or something.
I mean, you started playing it like right before the Will Smith slap, right? So I think it's been more like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, I was just exaggerating.
Alright.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Up time for the first Lysander battle in like 20 minutes.
Nice.
Or rather, the first one out of the 3 that I'm gonna have in like 20 minutes.
Wait, what?
And X and Y, your first battle, or rather, just in X and Y, you battle Lysander 3 times in a very short period of time.
Oh yeah,
And
that was a little bizarre.
It was very dumb.
Compared to like Black and White, where you just battle Getsus just once, and that's the very final battle of the main story.
Yeah, or compared to
Or pretty much any villain from Pokemon in
To
general.
be honest, that was a pretty difficult fight.
Oh yeah,
That's just-
because like that was just a difficult series of battles because you're battling Reshiram or Zekrom depending on your version, immediately
Yep.
followed by N, and then immediately after that
Exactly.
you battle Getsus.
hmm
Exactly.
Granted, your team gets healed between each battle, but still.
Not like Volo.
No.
We don't talk
You-
about that
you don't
nightmare.
You don't get healed at all.
You get fucking bodied during that fight.
Yeah.
Oh.
But at least the endings,
PTSD.
at least the final battles of Black and White were awesome.
They were.
Yeah, it was.
Like Getsus actually felt like a proper final boss fight for the first time in the series, as outside of a champion battle.
Definitely.
And I like the fact that the Black and White story ended with not ending in the Pokemon League, like
Yeah.
past generations
Yeah.
did. Because
Yeah, cool.
because as satisfying as defeating the champion is, it's a predictable ending, if you will.
Yeah, plus Gen 5 had like more of a story involved.
Yeah,
Much rather past than just defeating the champion. So it made sense for Getsus to be like the final boss.
yeah, it felt more significant, and it truly felt like an actual final battle.
Exactly.
yeah.
And you can feel how high the stakes were during that fight. because
Yeah.
you get to learn about Getz's true ambitions and just how twisted of a character he actually was.
To be fair, there is one scene very early on that reveals all of Getz's true self,
Yeah, true.
which is the one in the dream yard when the
Yeah.
when the plasma ones are like that not Getz's when he's collecting followers or giving a speech. That gets us when we failed, and he's angry at us. Oh shit!
Yeah, yeah, but it works because Kid Me never caught on to that, so I was like, oh, let's just move on.
Yeah, I didn't think much about it either, to be honest.
Yeah.
Look up A Musical Madness.
Oh, and final battle theme. My
yes.
God, that is a bop.
Perfection.
And like, something else to note in the iTunes release of the Black and White soundtrack, that track got a pretty epic remix.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna try it and I'll find it afterward.
Okay.
I don't want to waste time trying to find it. I kind of like how I kind of like exploring Unova as a whole, although wasn't huge on the fact that it was just a giant circle instead of multiple branching paths like it was in past regions.
Cough! XY cough.
Yeah, X and Y was also a pretty big offender too.
Yep.
To be fair though, like I don't know, like playing it, like it
But,
didn't feel circular.
Yeah,
Because
but
there
like,
was a lot of areas that you could explore, even though it was
there
kind of
was
circular.
yeah, there were definitely plenty of branching paths in a lot of routes, and
I would argue that
the landscapes themselves were great.
I would argue that X and Y felt more circular, to be honest.
It really did, yeah.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
when you had multiple branching paths going back to Lumios.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because at
But
least
I excused Unova for that one because they had a lot of areas to explore.
yeah, and but there's still more of the region that you could explore when you beat the main story. So because you don't explore the entire region on your first playthrough
Mm-hmm.
because you physically can't.
Yep.
And same goes for Y2 and Y2 as well.
Yeah.
And like in those games, you have a completely new area of Unova that you start out in.
Yeah, you literally start in a new town.
Yeah, like, and that was also the first time where our starting town also had the first gym.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Where's
Pokemon should do that more often.
They really should.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like instead of it being the first gym, I feel like it should be like the final gym. You know, make it seem like you're coming back home to finish what you started.
Oh,
I mean,
like
that's just Gen 1. That's just Gen 1.
Oh, Viridian City! Derp!
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that because I didn't play Gen 1, but yeah.
Okay, but does Viridian City really count because you start in Palatown and not in Viridian?
Yeah, but Viridian is also like...
I mean, granted that is the first time that you see a gym in, but still.
Yeah.
I'm talking about, I feel like I'm talking more like something more along the lines of Aspertia City.
Yeah, I get that. Honestly, I'm not a fan of the first gym being in the starter town. I think I'd prefer it to be a bit later on. So you get a chance to level up more.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Because Sharon's a little up has at least in normal at level 12. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've never played through Black and White 2 and White 2 with any different difficulties.
Yeah.
Drayden was like the toughest for me.
I don't think I had any trouble with any of Black 2 and White 2 stream winners. I struggled in Black and White, but Black 2 and White 2 I did not.
I struggled just as much with the black and white gym leaders as much as I did with with the original black and white.
Yeah, because like the first half of gyms in my first playthrough of Black, I struggled. It would take me like 2 or 3 tries to beat each gym leader because that was when I still sucked at playing Pokemon.
I still have nightmares about Lenora.
Oh my god, when Nora was
Yes, exactly.
oh my god, don't even
Lenora
get me
was annoying as shit.
Hypnosis, confuse ray, retaliate.
oh my god, fucking Retaliate, that could go to hell.
Retaliate hit so hard. Oh
I
my God.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just I
Bla-
hate that battle.
Yeah. Black and White 2. Sharon is really hard because you spams work up and then
Yeah, I do
autos you
remember that.
with stab 50 base power tackles.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That hurt like a bitch.
Mhm.
And like it's like the best Pokemon that you can get for countering normal types is Riolu in Black 2 and White 2. And even then, Riolu
here's the
is not very useful by that point.
No, Riolu's first fighting move is Force Palm, which it gets at 15. So you
Yeah.
won't have it if you're trying to like if you're trying to like be the same level as Sharon for the fight.
Exactly.
Yep.
Which sucks.
And even then, like, and even with Lucario, because you can get Lucario by then if you run around enough.
So that just sounds like a chore.
Lucario does. Yes, which is why I just use peaky hits instead. And just edit my happiness.
So you cheated.
Yes, but yes, but I wouldn't. It's the exact same effect as running around for like 30 minutes without wasting time. It's not necessarily bad.
But it's not legit
But-
either.
Yes, but like who cares? We're playing on emulator most of the time.
Okay, but I'm also playing on emulator. I didn't even cheat once.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay.
Moving on.
But like, yeah, even with Lucario, pretty sure that only gets Force Palm at 15 too.
Yeah.
So you're probably not. So you're probably still not going to be doing much damage. You just be able to like, to like maybe take one tackle from Lollipop for going down.
I can't even remember how my battle with Sharon went because I remember it being a little difficult since I only had like Snivy at the time and Meryl.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, my most recent battle with Sharon was actually really easy, surprisingly, because Snivy gets a move called Growth, which is the exact same move as Work Up, except it doesn't except the boost get doubled in the sun. But like
Yeah.
that's obviously not
useful.
relevant for the Sharon fight.
Mhm.
I just used Growth and it was and that made Sharon very easy.
Nice.
I think I just got lucky in the fight, to be honest.
That's
Same.
fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I remember him spamming like Work Up, but then for some reason he never attacked, which was weird.
Yeah, I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I don't even remember struggling in Sharon when I replayed White 2. Maybe I did. I legit just cannot remember.
Yeah,
I mean,
you
it has
probably
been 2
will
years.
if you play it again, though. I'll say that.
Yeah, but I don't feel like resetting my copy again. I don't want to emulate it.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, fair.
Because it's definitely not a cakewalk, that's for sure.
Yeah. especially if you're like playing
Yeah.
a challenge mode. But even just trying to
Like-
get the extra difficulties, it's a bitch to do in Black 2 and White 2.
We don't talk about that.
Yeah, again, if you're ever going to use the extra difficulties, you just cheat them in. I know it's not legal, but again, I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
That is still the worst implementation of difficulty that I've ever seen in
I
anything
know,
in my
right?
pod.
Yeah, it was so
I think that
bad. And the thing,
I never-
and we've
I never
never,
bothered doing it.
and we've never gotten the ability to change the difficulty in the Mysteries Pokemon game ever again. And that just
Yeah.
stings even further.
It's so dumb.
Man.
Yeah, and it's like they could very easily make a difficulty system. It's not hard.
Like, I don't understand why they made it so complicated in the first place.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Not that hard though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
it's not
like,
hard. It's just
oh.
annoying
Yeah.
because
Like,
you need to
I-
link up with another DS and another and the opposite version of your game just to get everything.
It's so stupid.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very
It
stupid.
really is.
Although the extra bit of story stuff you get with the memory link is so worth it because you get to
I wouldn't know really.
because you get to know some backstory stuff to help further complete the transition between Black and White, Black 2 and White 2. Because
Yeah,
in fact, when
yeah.
I booted up White 2 a few days ago, I went to go visit Skyla, and I forgot I did memory link in this file. So when I went to the gym, Skyla was standing outside, and then this whole cutscene of a flashback in a conversation between her and Elisa put in. I'm like, I forgot about this, but it was
I
great.
didn't even know that.
And it's not just the gym leaders.
Yeah.
Even N has a few flashbacks if you use memory link as well.
And
Yeah.
sign me up.
Yeah, calling out to he I believe in one of them was in Chargestone Cave where he calls out the name of the player that you did memory link with. So say so in my case I linked up my White file to White 2 and White I played as the female character and I named her Katie. And so when I got to that flashback in White 2 and was calling out for Katie.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, and that better continuity, and it's like, oh my god, this is amazing.
I need now.
Okay, simp.
yeah, yeah. I think I think the end scene Memory Link is really cool because you actually see like a bit of that scene in Black and White 2 when you are in Charlton Cave, like you're doing the story when you first go there. There's like there's just like text coming from off screen.
Yeah,
Yep,
exactly.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
and
also, if you do memory link, I believe that can also let you go and find and catch End's Pokemon. And you'll be able to know if it's End's because of a little animation when the battle starts.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, because when I encountered one of End's Pokemon for the first time, I'm like, wait, is this something special about it? Because it gave off vibes of a shiny, but it wasn't a shiny Pokemon. So I'm like, I better catch this because I think this is important. And so when I checked the ID and OT, it belonged to N. Even though I was the one that caught it.
But yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool detail.
I like
And-
it a lot actually.
Yeah.
And of course, you can also rematch N in the post game in Black 2 and White 2, and his team will actually vary depending on what season it is in game.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
I beat up his winter team.
Today's Friday. I could do that rematch then. I just realized that.
But like, let me think. Let me think. Yeah, because what happened is you have to go to Victory Road and to the
And
Team
off the
Plasma
solo,
Castle,
yeah, off the solo, you got
and
to visit the
then
castle.
then N will battle you with Reshiram or Zekrom, depending on the game. And then he will give Reshiram or Zekrom to you.
We should then go catch at Dragon Spiral Tower.
Yep.
But yes, and then after that, you have to go catch or defeat Curum in Giant Chasm,
Oh yeah.
and then after that, N can be found on Fridays at the Ferris wheel in Mombasa as they call back to Black and White 1. And then after you go talk to him there, he appears at Team Plasma Castle for the season rematches. And my God, is a hassle just to get to that one seasonal battle that you want.
Oh my god. I forgot all about that setup. Holy crap.
Me too.
Yeah, it was really weird.
It sounds like it.
Yeah, personally, I'm not even like a massive fan of the fact that N gives up his legendary, because like if he is the hero of Truth or Ideals, depending on the game, I kind of feel like he should keep rushing around Zekrom.
Yeah.
Oh, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also understand that they did it so the player could get rushing around Zekrom.
Yeah.
But I still feel like he should keep it.
Yeah.
Yes, what
Me too.
I do agree.
Anyway, I'm gonna sleep now because I'm really tired.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fair.
Good
Yeah.
night, Laurie.
Alright, good night, Laurie.
No,
Night, Laurie.
no.
Night.
And number 3.
Ugh.
You got 5 minutes, Colin.
What do you mean 5 minutes?
But seriously though, yeah, I can talk maybe 5 minutes more, and then I'm gonna have to sleep too.
Okay, that's fine. But understandable. But also, we did touch a little bit on the gym leaders a little bit earlier. But I still really like the gym leaders of Gen 5 in both games, really.
Yeah, same
me
here.
too.
I really like how the type for the first gym and for the first Black and White depends on which starter you choose. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah, same here, actually.
Granted, that battle was hell on my very first time through. Because I
Wait,
didn't
which
know
battle?
that you could get the almost a monkey that's super effective on your battle in the dream yard.
I knew about them, but I didn't use them because
I
I wasn't a huge fan of them.
I didn't even use them in my very first playthrough. Because again,
Neither did I.
didn't even know that you could do that early in the game. So I was just over
Neither did
here
I.
struggling time after time after time. Because I didn't grind because I hated grinding.
But who actually likes grinding, though?
Not me.
Not me.
At least it was a little bit tolerable in Gen 5 because you could get shaken grass for Audino in a lot of areas.
Yeah.
And Audino
And
gives
they
a crap
give a
ton of
lot of
experience.
experience.
Yeah. And in Black 2 and White 2, the Pokemon breeders can always be rematched when you leave an area and come back.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's great for experience and also for money. Because you're winning the battle and continuously getting money at the same time. So it's great.
So like Gen 5 Granny is not bad actually.
It's tolerable for the pre-EXP share era.
It's actually pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ways to get XP.
Yeah. And also, I gotta give a little nod to the post-game encounters, particularly, I believe in Dragon Spiral Tower, where if you fish in one of the rippling spots in the water, you can have the chance to fish up a fucking Dragonite.
That's hilarious.
I've had it happen before. It was only like a 1% encounter, but I did do it before.
Interesting.
I think I even learned about that again from Chuck Carnivor's Let's Play of Black and White 1.
Yeah.
Although I think I can't remember if it was on the water outside of November Town or if it was Dragon Spiral Tower. I don't remember. But yeah, because since I've always chosen Oshawott for Unova playthrough, so I would always go up against that one if I were to replay Black and White again. Once you figure out how to take care of Fan Sage, it's really not that bad. But Lenora's just hell.
Yeah, Lenora is pretty bad.
Like, the only way that you can really get to beat her is to grab a throw or sock out in Pimpio Forest.
Yep.
I mean, Berg was probably the easiest of the first half of gym leaders in Unova, in my opinion.
I mean, especially if you use Tepe, then yeah.
Yeah, if you got a fire type and even a flying type, then he's really easy.
Yeah.
Elisa was just annoying.
Elisa was annoying.
Because she would just keep volt switching every other turn, and it was just ridiculous.
I know.
Yeah, it's so fucking annoying.
So you can't really go in with just ground types. You gotta have a rock type move to prepare for her volt switch in the Mogas.
I love her gym design though. It's like my favorite.
Oh, it's awesome to go through her gym.
Yeah, and especially considering I love roller coasters in real life. It was awesome.
That's valid. I like how they integrated that into the puzzle. Like, it was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, visually, it's great. And also,
it's fun to navigate around too.
Yeah, it's so fun. Like, I keep doing it over and over just because I like going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at some points, you see some trainers popping out of the coaster car when you're about to go in, and it's like, what? Hey, that's my seat, bitch.
Yeah.
And yeah, but that's probably been my favorite gym and Gen 5. Not just because of a theme park geek, but whatever.
It's my favorite gym overall, I think.
Yeah, it's so fun to go through.
Yeah.
On top of the, Elisa's a fucking queen too. Like, come on.
It's that
Put
time
this
to
to
sim.
Skylar though, Kyle.
Shut up! I'm about to get. We're gonna get there.
Well, it's your choice.
Yeah. Okay, but
They're both queens.
Okay, but who ships Elisa and Skyla? Because they are adorable.
They are.
I don't ship them, but they are adorable.
Yeah, same. Like, I've never thought about them, but yeah, they could be cute together.
Like, I think the memory link scene between Elisa and Skylar gave ship vibes to me. I don't know why. And Pokemon Masters, actually, if you have Skylar on your team and then add Elisa, she has a special voice line when you have Skylar on your team.
Oh, okay. They would be cute together.
Oh, they are. I love them. I feel like Clay is probably the easiest gym battle of Unova, though.
Which one?
Clay.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Clay is probably the easiest.
Thank God. Oh, no. Sky was actually easier. Because if you got...
You're not wrong, though.
Because if you just got one electric type, you're set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I defeated Skylar the other day just with my Ampharos.
Yeah. Like, I was able to just sweep her with Striker and not even bother switching.
Yeah.
It's Plus, it helps that her ace, Swanna, is literally quite weak to electric.
Exactly.
Man, I feel bad for Skylar because I love her, but she is so easy in battle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
And also, her gym in both games are brutal. From a
Yeah.
they're not. It's not so much the hard to navigate, but like they're just. I feel like it would be like such a huge safety hazard. because in one game, you're literally getting blasted out of a cannon, and at one point you get face planted onto a wall.
Poor Hilda or Rosa, man.
But then
or Nate or Hilbert.
But like in Black 2 and White 2, you're going through like this wind tunnel.
Yeah.
And if you get caught in the strong gusts, then you just get blown back, and if you get slammed into a wall, good luck getting out of it.
You just gotta go really fast. I didn't really have a tough time.
Yeah, you just gotta be.
Skylar.
Yeah, you just gotta be quick with your reactions and stop when you find a safe zone.
Yeah, I didn't really have a tough time navigating. I just had to move really fast.
Yeah, like I went through Skylar's gym to see if I still got it in Black 2 and White 2, and I did get caught in the gust a couple times, but luckily I didn't get sent too far back. Like luckily the times I actually did get caught, the wall I got slammed into was still on the path that I was going, so it kind of worked out.
Yeah.
But it didn't buy me enough time to get to the safe zone and then throw it, and then but yeah. Also, one nice detail that I really like is that each gym in Black 2 and White 2 has a different rendition of the Pokemon gym theme. That is so cool.
Oh, yep. Yeah, I really like that.
I think my favorite would probably be Drayden's. Like, that one is just so grand.
I just played Drayden. I just defeated Drayden. And the gym theme is really good.
Oh my god, it is fantastic.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's so grand. It's so fitting for a dragon gym.
Exactly.
And I love how when you get to Drayden, the dragons collide and it is so epic.
Yeah.
And then
Drayden still should have been the 8th gym leader, to be honest.
Yeah, I feel like it would fit better, right? Because it feels so weird that he's a 7th gym leader.
Yeah, and considering that dragon is associated with strong Pokemon, it's kind of surprising to see that his gym was kind of neutered going from Black and White to Black 2 and White 2.
Yeah. Instead, he got sidelined for a fish dude over here. Nobody cared about.
Marlin.
I like his personality, but he's so negligent.
Yeah, I forgot he existed, to be honest.
Like, it just felt it felt so random to have this brand new gem at the very end, and Marlin just didn't do anything in the plot.
Yeah, he was so random.
And the puzzle itself was eh.
Yeah, I didn't care about it. Like, coming from the 7th gym leader, like what Hanu said, when the dragons are colossing, and then you get to 8th gym where you're just literally
it feels kind of anticlimactic and just kind of shoehorned in there.
I feel like Marlin should have been the 7th gym leader.
Yeah, because you get to Humalao, while in the middle of chasing Team Plasma, but then he was like, "Oh wait, go get your last badge before we continue," and I'm like, "What?" Yeah. It felt so weird, and I didn't like that.
Yeah. That's the thing that I love about the Gen 5 gym leaders. Just this is something that they can showcase off their potential. For example, my favorite, other than Drayden, is Roxy's.
Oh, I love Roxy.
Let me show you.
Her storyline was great.
If it can show it.
Yeah.
The thing is, what I like about this is that when you enter her gym, she like sings for you.
Yeah. And the only way that you can even talk to her is to talk to the other band members.
Exactly.
Like
E-O-K-E-M-O-N Pokemon.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, exactly.
I like how they made a rock concert a gym puzzle. Like, that is so cool. Like, it's not overly obvious as to what you're supposed to do, but once you figure it out, it's such a cool detail because you're essentially bring it on stage to just stop the
Yeah.
concert just so you can battle the gym leader. But like,
I
I
kind of wish they did that for Piers and Sword and Shield.
oh,
to be
that would have
honest.
been
Yeah.
dope.
Because they did it in Gen 5, like, and it would have
Yeah.
made more sense for Piers because he's literally a musician.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
Even though I love
Like, come
Piers,
on,
but yeah,
Piers.
that
Yeah, me
scene was
too.
kind of awkward.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's like, come on, Pierce, you got a great voice. If Roxy can do it, then so can you.
A voice that we can't even hear to begin with
Yeah, we can't even hear it.
because lack of voice acting.
And Gen 5 didn't even have voice acting, but they still did it.
But like they gave Roxy's gym theme
Yeah.
some vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what I wish future gym leader did, is to, they don't have to do anything complex or anything, just showcase a little bit of their hobbies or things they can do, like they did with Roxy over here.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Because if they can do that with her, then I hope to God they do that with Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, and even to a further extent, when you beat Skyla and ready to move on in the story, she takes you to Lenibus Town.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, that's where I head off now. I'm gonna head to sleep.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Oh yeah, don't forget to Stan and Honey.
I won't.
Wait, I forgot one last thing. We need this legendary Pokemon.
What the
What the
fuck is that? What the hell?
Where did you find it?
Where did you find this?
I just made it on Pokemon Fusion Maker, that's
Oh
all.
my
My
god.
There we go.
That's so funny.
Thanks, I hate it.
You're welcome.
What the hell?
Anyway, that's where I head off.
Oh my
It's just a
god.
nice talk.
Oh.
This is my sleep paralysis.
We love to see it.
Oh god.
Oh my
Oh my god. It's hideous.
wait. Oh my god, this is Croco Punny.
Oh, it's hideous.
Yeah. Anyway, this is where I'm gonna head to sleep.
Alrighty.
Oh my god, I can't get over it.
This is nice fun to talk to you guys. Good
Yeah,
night.
this was definitely fun, Sam. Good night.
Yeah, same here.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Good night.
And then number 2.
Shut up, Kyle.
Gotta go fast, honey. Oh god.
Is that a Sonic reference?
Maybe. For the record, no, I have not seen Sonic 2 for a second time yet. Even though I did say, and even though I did tell you last week I might be going for more than once.
Yeah.
Well, those plans have not come to fruition yet.
Oh well.
I'm sure there's always the home release if I don't get there again.
Yeah, I think it comes out May 23rd online.
Yeah, that's cool. But I have,
Gotta wait a month.
yeah, I have other things that I gotta watch first before watching Sonic again. And then it goes Pokemon stuff.
Like AG, Kyle.
Exactly. I'm agreeing with you because I gotta do it.
Okay, but we should literally have an AG watch party though.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
We actually gotta plan that though. Because we keep
We
saying
should.
because we keep saying we gotta do this, but we don't.
We actually should though.
Oh, absolutely.
Why don't we do Sundays or something?
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah. I feel like Sundays is just like one of those days where like everyone is free, I think. Or maybe Saturday, I don't know. It all depends.
Yeah, because Saturdays is usually when I edit the podcast.
Oh yeah.
And depending on how long that takes, it could be like a good portion of the morning or take all afternoon.
Yeah, so I feel like maybe Sunday's better.
Yeah, I feel like Sundays would just work out better.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Maybe we can talk about that soon.
Yeah, but anyway, behind the scenes stuff. Because we gotta get back to Gen 5 here. Because I feel like
Is there
there's
anything more about Gen 5?
I feel like there's just so much more that we haven't discussed yet. Like the Pokemon World Tournament, for instance.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon World Tournament is so good.
That one was fun.
Yeah,
And it was also quite
probably,
hard too.
Probably like one of the best additions to Gen 5, to be honest.
Yeah, because like, and I love that it replaced the cold storage from the first Black and White. Like it is, it's such a glow up when you compare the two games.
True.
And something, this is a small detail, but I like how the battle backgrounds were upgraded in Black and White 2. There's actual detail in those little circles.
Oh yeah.
Because in Black and White, they looked bad.
Yeah, White 2 improved
yeah, in Black 2
yeah.
and White 2, it's so much better. Like, there's actual detail, like, in the grass, for instance. Like, and it was just different colored circles in Black and White, and I did not like that.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, even in when Black and White was first coming out, I'm like, oh, I don't like that. I like how Gen 4 looks better. Like, I knew that was a Gen 4 stand, even when Gen 5 was coming out.
Yeah, to be fair, I didn't like Gen 5 when it first came out, so...
Yeah. Like, I was kind of a hypocrite with Gen 5 when it was new, because I said I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but then I look at my playtime in Black version, and I have, like, well over 100 hours in it, and I'm like, well, this is awkward.
No, I'm pretty sure, like, I played through, like, the entirety of Pokemon Black, and I was like, ugh, I hate this game, I don't like it, but I still played through all of it.
Yeah, but even when Black 2 and White 2 was coming out, I was like, oh yeah, this is much better.
Yeah.
Because, like, you have way more Pokemon to use, more story, new characters, new areas to explore.
Gen 5 was just amazing.
It was a great generation. It was a great send off for the DS.
Yeah, it'll always be like my second favorite generation.
And, like, it's impressive that Game Freak got a game that just looks this good on the DS at all.
Yeah, it was so good.
Like, the sprites are just incredible, and some of the 3D cutscenes were just jaw-dropping.
Exactly, especially Sky Arrow Bridge. Like,
oh my god, the different angles and whatnot. And when Reshiram and Zekrom were emerging.
I remember my jaw dropping when I first
that was
through
so,
the bridge.
Oh, that was so cool. And when you get to see Reshiram and Zekrom come out of their stones for the first time.
Yes!
And it spans across both screens.
Yeah!
Like, that was just epic.
It was awesome.
So, great advantage of the DS hardware. And when they managed to do this without making the games a DSi exclusive, which is so impressive.
I know. Game Freak did a really great job.
Yeah, exactly.
I love Gen 5 so much.
Yeah. Although the companion game that they did on the 3DS, Pokemon Dream Radar, it was stupid.
I never played that.
Yeah, it was a small little side game to play on your 3DS that lets you catch Pokemon in AR and then transfer them to Black 2 and White 2.
Oh, yeah, I never did that.
Yeah, that actually let you catch the Therian forms of Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And
I never did that.
I remember getting Tornadus Therian form, and I sent it to Black 2 for my first playthrough, and I used it in Black 2 for a little bit.
Oh,
and I'm
nice.
like, but then I boxed it because I'm like, this is going to make the game too easy.
Yeah. Speaking of legendary, I like how much legendaries they had in White 2.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Black and White 2.
Yeah.
Because you had the
Swords of Justice,
the Swords of Justice,
the weather, the genies,
the Weather Trio. Yep.
Reshiram and Zekrom, Kyurem.
Yeah.
Victini.
Yeah. Remember when we had legendaries that weren't just like the box legendaries?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same.
and the music when you fought those legendaries were just, oh my god.
I know, right?
It gets your leg tapping.
Like the amount of effort that they put into these games, man.
Absolutely.
It's really commendable.
Yeah, I've definitely come to love these games more now after replaying them.
Yeah, they're
And
so
also
good.
also back to White but you catch the Reggie Trio and Reggie Gigas. The Light Guardians were in
Yeah.
Unova for some reason. Latias and
Yeah.
Latios, depending on which version you had. Oh god, am I forgetting anything else?
I think Cresselia too.
Cresselia! I knew I was forgetting something.
Yeah.
I knew I was forgetting Cresselia.
Because there's that whole scene in the house where you meet the ghost girl and then she gives you the
Oh yeah, the Lunar Wing.
yeah, the lunar wing.
And the Heatran is in Black 2 as well.
Oh yeah, Heatran too. Yeah, Heatran. I love that they put all of these legendaries in.
Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
Like the post game content in Black 2 it's just really impressive.
I know.
There was just so much to do after becoming champion.
Yep. Take notes, Sword and Shield.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, both games also have some fantastic characters as well.
True.
I think, but I mean, of course, Gen 5 has my favorite Jimmy of all time in Skylet, so bonus points there.
Yeah, of course.
Because she's amazing, even though her battle is really easy. But man, I also remember getting Black version on launch day. Actually, I was going with one of my friends at the time, and after school we went to GameStop to pick up our copies. I got Black version, they got White version, and I think we both got past the first gym by the end of the night.
Oh, cool.
And we had a little battle after the first gym, and I got beaten pretty badly.
Oh no.
But I also when I was in high school, I would take my DS to school for lunchtime, and Aiden and I would have a little battle in Gen 5 during our lunchtime.
Oh, that's wholesome.
And it was like sometimes some of these battles took all of the lunch period because it was so short, but it was just so much fun, and it kind of it does make my day sometimes.
How long was your lunch period?
Only like 25 minutes.
Bruh, I think mine was the same actually.
It
It was so bad.
It was too short.
It was so bad because like sometimes when I wouldn't get food from home, I would have to go to the cafeteria, which took up most of the time because the cafeteria lines were so long.
I know.
So by the time I got food, 15 minutes or 20 minutes had already passed.
Yeah, exactly.
What is even the point?
And at that point, you might as well not eat at all.
Exactly.
So like I would just bring my DS to lunch so that I can at least keep myself occupied while I'm waiting for all my other friends to get their food.
Yeah.
And sometimes we would also do some more battles after school, because one of my classmates for their senior project held a video game club on Fridays after school.
Oh man, that sounds so cool.
It was so much fun. It was just a great way to just chill, hang out, and play some games after school. Maybe even get some homework done if you want to. But like, I would always bring my DS or 3DS to school just so that I can have it for video game club. And Aiden would also bring their DS with them so that we can play during that time. It was amazing.
I wish I had that kind of experience because like no one in my school is interested in Pokemon, and plus we weren't even allowed to bring any kind of device in school, so I lost either way.
Yeah, I mean I was pretty fortunate because the teachers didn't really care during lunch, because as long as you were there and you're back in class and not distracted, it was cool.
Yeah, not for me. They were super strict.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, that's in the past.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even remember back in college, I was in the student lounge, and I looked off to the side and I saw someone with a Pokemon 2DS XL, and I'm like, oh my god, someone else actually has this other than me. Because I think I had my Switch with me at that time, and I was like, And I just couldn't help but compliment it when I was walking by, but I didn't want to feel awkward about it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I think I did bring my 2DS XL to the college a couple times to play some White 2 when I had time off, but I can't remember. Yeah, I actually did because I, like, before class started in the morning, I would get some more progress in White 2 while we were waiting out the hallway to be let into the classroom.
Ah, okay.
That way I could kill some time instead of just awkwardly standing against the wall or just browsing on my phone.
Yeah.
Because
I
otherwise,
feel like I would just do something on my laptop, to be honest.
yeah. I mean, we were standing in the hallway, so there was really nowhere to sit.
Yeah.
That was only like some of the only good memories I had of college. To be honest,
Let's not reminisce about the bad
Let's not.
Yeah.
But yeah, Black and White 2, I got to replay it during that time, and that time I got to appreciate it a little more. After a while, it was like going to the lowest point of my life alongside Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So, in a way, it was kind of like a comfort game in a way.
Yeah, and I'm replaying it right now, and they still hold up to be like
absolutely
pretty good games.
Absolutely, like for all this time, I felt like Black and White 2 were better games, and I still think that still holds true to this day, even though I haven't done a full playthrough in a couple years.
Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah. Just the quality of life improvements that Black 2 and White 2 have compared to Black and White is already great, but you try to pass up the original. Like, they're the entire generation as a whole is just fantastic.
Yeah, I agree. Even though I prefer the original, but they are still great games.
Oh, absolutely.
Sequels,
Like,
I mean,
you can't really go wrong with either, really.
Yeah.
Like, both feel so complete. You can't really go wrong with either, and you're not really missing out by playing Black 2 and White 2, but not Black and White 1.
Exactly.
Because it feels complete enough for it to stand on its own.
Mm-hmm. But I do feel like to fully understand the whole story, like one would need to play Black and White.
Yeah, absolutely.
Before Black and White 2, because they're so connected to each other.
Yeah, exactly. And if you especially use Memory Link, then that'll help form the connection and complete the transition even better.
Exactly. Yeah, like Gen 5 will always hold an amazing place in my heart.
Yeah. And it actually was Aiden that helped me become a Gen 5 stan. Because I was pretty critical of it back then. When we were in high school.
So was I.
But then they were gushing about Gen 5 and how much they love Zoroark and whatnot, and I'm like, I should probably replay White and see it. Like, that got me to replay White, and now I loved it.
Yeah.
Because I, of course, was better at playing Pokemon back then, and now I can actually understand what's going on and whatnot.
Exactly.
And I just gained a whole new sense of respect for Black and White.
It just sucks that, like, in terms of money-wise, like, I don't think the Gen 5 games did a whole, like, they didn't do, like, a lot of sales compared to, like, the other Pokemon games.
Yeah, it was not the strongest seller.
Which is unfortunate because, like, I think Game Freak, like, did the most amount of effort in these games than in any other Pokemon game, to be honest.
Yeah. But it's just, man, you could easily make an argument that this was probably the best 2D Pokemon game. Even though I have such a strong attachment to Platinum, you cannot make an argument that you cannot you cannot deny that Gen 5 is amazing.
I'm biased for Platinum, but I will die on this hill and say that Gen 5 and those games are they're definitely better.
I could definitely understand that.
Yeah.
And like, and the timing of its release was also a little unfortunate because the 3DS was brand spanking new, and so a lot of people were moving on from the DS as a result. And Nintendo tried to remedy that by releasing some software on the 3DS to kind of help complete the experience of Gen 5 with like Pokédex 3D and 3D Pro and the aforementioned Dream Radar.
Yeah. I never really experienced those though.
Yeah, Pokédex 3D was, oh my god, that was a trip because it was a free app and in the Pokemon that were in it were just the new Pokemon from Black and White. There was no national dex in it. So if you wanted the National Dex in the 3DS app, then you needed Pokédex 3D Pro, which costed $15 to download.
Oh my god.
And it was never updated to include Pokemon from Gen 6 or 7. So the value got worse over time.
Wow. That's so bad.
Yeah, and even Pokemon Dream Radar was like, I think a $5 download.
Oh.
But even that's not bad compared to Pokédex 3D Pro. Like, it was so overpriced.
Yeah, that's not as bad.
It was, and I still bought it because because like I feel like it was not a good value, but I liked the new additions in the 3D Pro, but it was not enough to justify spending $15 on it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Because like something I really like is that they have the same narrator for the Pokédex that they did in the anime. For Pokédex 3D Pro.
I didn't know that.
So if you set the game's language if you set the app's software to English, language to English, then you could actually hear the same voice for the English Pokédex in this 3D Pro that you could hear from the English dub of the anime.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, and there's even background music. You can look at your Pokemon from different angles. You can view them in AR.
Oh.
And it was really cool. But again, it was not $15 cool.
Nah, it definitely doesn't sound worth $15.
Like there are some games on the 3DS eShop that cost less and are worth and have better value. So it's really no wonder why I wouldn't be surprised if 3D Pro didn't have a lot of sales as a result because of that super high price tag.
Yeah.
I don't know if I have anything else I want to add for Gen 5, honestly.
Yeah, same here. I think we talked about everything.
Yeah, it was such a big generation as a whole.
Yeah.
And it's crazy that we got 2 supremely high quality games in back-to-back years. At least if we're going by North American release dates.
Yep. Plus, there were sequels to which was amazing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like that was just incredible. And it was just a great send off for the DS.
It was.
Although it did feel kind of weird to see another big first party DS game coming out a year after the 3DS did.
True.
Then again, we kind of saw something similar with big first-party games that come out on the 3DS even after the Switch release. So,
yeah,
choose your poison. But I feel like the DS probably had better. It had the better last few games.
Compared to the 3DS. Black and White 2 were really amazing.
Yeah, I mean, granted, like this was not the first time we got a new Pokemon game after a Nintendo console came out. Because, of course, like I said, Breath of the Wild 2 came out in 2012, a year after the 3DS came out. But then, history repeated itself in 2017 when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon came out, just mere months after the Switch came out.
Yeah, it's not like they can magically decide to move a game to a newer console.
Yeah, no, it's very difficult.
For a specific console, so yeah.
Yeah, it's very difficult to do so, I imagine.
Yeah.
Like, hopefully someday we might get a collection of Main Series games at some point on the Switch. That would be amazing. And plus, more people deserve to experience some of these older Pokemon games without spending their entire savings.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of these older games, especially Gen 5, are really expensive.
Yeah, which is why I emulate it.
A lot of people will say that.
Plus, I don't even have a DS.
That sucks. Yeah, for proof why we need a collection or some kind of official re-release.
I hope so.
Although this is gonna be an interesting point this year because it looks like Game Boy and Game Boy Advance are coming to NSO at some point this year.
I've heard that, but I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, because apparently the emulator for that got leaked.
We'll see what happens then. I would love that. I would love it.
I mean, this is not the first time that we heard something along these lines of an old Nintendo system being tested for NSO, because I remember when SNES was about to come out, there were reports saying that that was coming to the service, and when you know, it did.
Well, if it does turn out to be true, then hey, that's amazing.
I imagine that Game Boy and Game Boy Advance will probably be on the expansion pack, though.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, that would help further add more value to the expansion pack.
Yeah.
Because they're improving N64 emulation. They're adding more DLC to the expansion pack, because Animal Crossing, Mario Kart, and now Splatoon 2 have their DLC on the expansion pack.
All right.
So, but when talking Game Boy and Game Boy Advance, I don't think we're going to be seeing mainstream Pokemon on the service. I think if Pokemon wanted to re-release their older games on the Switch, it would do so in the collection, like I said.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that we can't expect any Pokemon games to be added to these retro libraries on NSO. Because we are getting Pokemon Snap on N64 at some point down the line. That was already confirmed. And so I can imagine like the spin-off titles on Game Boy and Game Boy Advance being added to the service instead. So
Yeah, I can see that too.
So like Pokemon Trading Card Game, Pinball, Puzzle Challenge from the Game Boy Color, those would be great to re-experience actually.
Yeah, I would do that because I haven't played any of those games.
Yeah, I actually have all three of them on physical cartridges, and
Oh.
I don't know which I like the most. Pinball's addicting, as with any pinball
I
game.
love pinball.
I mean, any pinball game is very addicting. So
Yeah. You're not wrong.
the trading card game is actually really fun because it actually helps teach you how to play the Pokemon trading card game as of 1998. But I mean, I imagine that how the trading card game was played back then isn't all that different to how it is today. But who do I know? I don't play the TCG.
Yeah, same.
But it would be a cool game to experience.
Definitely.
Although I do imagine that in Japan they'll probably add Pokemon Trading Card Game 2 to their service as well, but not in the West, considering that game never released outside of Japan.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that.
Yeah, but I can imagine when talking Game Boy Advance stuff, I think it was just Mystery Dungeon Replica Team and Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire. Hold on, let me see what the games were on Game Boy Advance. I am not looking for ROMs. I just want to go to let's go to Wikipedia. Let's see. I just want to see what were the games released on Game Boy Advance outside of the main series. Because, like I said, we got Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, Rabbitsky Team, and that was it.
Oh,
That was it.
I thought there were more.
No, there was just 2 spin-offs on Game Boy Advance for Pokemon.
Oh,
Huh, that's really interesting. And something I really like about Pinball Ruby and Sapphire, actually, is if you play on a Game Boy player, then you could actually take advantage of the GameCube controller's rumble feature.
oh, okay.
But it's only on but it's only through the Game Boy player, and unfortunately, that feature is not accessible on the Virtual Console re-release on the Wii U.
Yeah, I feel like that would be kind of hard to implement. On
I feel
Wii
like
U.
they could have easily programmed it to make it seem like you're playing on the Game Boy player, but guess not.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know programming, so I could be very wrong about this.
I think it would be pretty difficult, to be honest.
Yeah, I can imagine just how difficult it is, but
Yeah.
I mean, it would be nice, but again, that's in the past.
Yeah.
Plus, it would be cool to experience these games on the go, and as well as on the TV, even though these were handheld systems to begin with.
Yeah, I would love to play like Ruby and Sapphire on TV.
Yeah, that would be so dope.
I know.
And like, I feel like those games would look amazing on the Switch's screen, especially the OLED
They
Switch.
would.
Oh my god!
They would.
Because like, I'm already imagining seeing like Ruby and Sapphire and even Kirby the Amazing Mirror on the Switch OLED. Oh my god, I need it now.
No, but it would be amazing for me considering I haven't played the Gen 3 games in so long.
Yeah, I'm not in a hurry to replay Gen 3 because I replayed Emerald back in 2019. Just mere
Yeah,
months.
I never replayed it.
Yeah, like that was like mere months before you and I played Platinum together.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, I love Emerald. It's such a good game. But
It really is.
like I said, I don't think main series Pokemon will be added to NSO. I think they'll be getting their own separate
Yeah.
re-release.
Yeah, same. It would be nice though.
Yeah, but I feel like given just how special these games are, I feel like they deserve their own separate re-release. Instead of,
Yeah.
and plus, what if Pokemon wants to give these games Pokemon Home support? You can't
Yeah,
just.
true.
I feel like that would be insanely difficult to try and integrate that with the standard GBA's NSO app
We don't even know when Home is coming out anyway.
for BDSP and Legends. I hope it's soon because
Yeah.
we're overdue.
Yeah, like you'd think Home would have been released by now.
Yeah, like we finally got the GWS and BDSP, but still no home support. I'm so
Still no
confused.
Home support.
I'm so confused about that. But yeah, I don't think so. Like, if Pokemon wants to re-release their main series games on Switch and have Pokemon Home support, then it would have to be a separate re-release in some form of collection instead of just through Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah.
All the more reason for a collection. Will it happen? I'm not sure.
I feel like they should have done it already, but
Yeah,
anyway.
especially for like the 25th anniversary and whatnot. But
Yeah, you would think they would have done it for the 25th anniversary, but apparently not.
well, I feel like they didn't do it because they didn't want to cannibalize BDSP.
Yeah, but
And-
even after that, they could have done it.
But even so, BDSP was already facing some steep competition to begin with.
Yeah,
Even-
because like 2
because-
months after like Legends Arc is released.
Yeah, exactly. So it would have had
It
trouble.
doesn't even matter.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if they did release a collection before BDSP came out, then we wouldn't see the sales numbers that we actually got
Yeah.
for the game.
Exactly.
As long as people will just go play Platinum through this collection instead.
True.
On top of all the other amazing games, but that's the point.
They
But
could do it next year or something.
I feel like at some point we might get it, but I don't want to get my hopes up about it.
Yeah, neither do I.
I mean, I do remember this fake rumor spread about in September 2020, saying that one could be on the way, but the details were so bad that it was immediately
Yeah.
debunked.
Yeah, you could tell immediately that it was fake.
Because like the lineup that was listed was so random, it did not make any sense. Like, I remember the games that were listed were Red, Ruby, and Y. Nothing else.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That was.
And
so
it was
bad.
so bad that everyone debunked it, and there has been no word about a collection ever since.
It was so obvious that it was fake.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
And plus, I feel like Pokemon would want people to re-experience some of these older adventures at some point on modern hardware, especially with the 3DS eShop closing down in March of 2023.
Oh yeah. They should definitely import it on the Switch later
Yeah.
on.
And same goes for the past. Same goes with the games after after the Game Boy era. Although I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
like-
I'm not sure how easy that would be to implement, but I feel like something could be done about it. Because
I'm sure they could do something about it.
I mean, Nintendo already has proven that they can get DS games to work on one screen thanks to the DS Virtual Console games on the Wii U.
Yeah.
So I feel like they could probably do something like that again for DS and 3DS games. But who knows?
Yeah, we'll just wait and see.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want to get my hopes up about it because, again, we don't even know if one is even happening to begin with. Because
Yeah.
ever since that fake rumor got shot down, there has been no word about the collection ever since.
Exactly.
So this is more of just a dream that I have instead of something I'm actually expecting every day. Because that would just be stupid. Plus, we got Scarlet and Violet coming out, and we just got Legends, so I think we already have enough Pokemon content to keep us satisfied for 2022.
Yeah, but I never said it would come out this year. That's why I said next year.
I know. Plus, who knows if we're gonna get like some kind of big spinoff for the summer?
This summer?
I'm just saying the possibility could still be there.
This summer or next summer?
I'm saying this summer.
Oh, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because if we did, then we would have heard about something by now.
Yeah.
Like a new mystery dungeon or something, or just anything.
I wish.
That would be so dope.
I know.
We are overdue for a new mystery dungeon.
Yeah, I kind of wish we got a new one instead of a remake.
Yeah, I can understand.
But whatever.
Yeah, that's besides the point. Although I feel like 2023 would be a pretty good time to release a new mystery dungeon if we're being real. Especially if because
I feel like they're gonna do something with Scarlet and Violet instead.
I think this is a complete shot in the dark, but I think for 2023 we could get DLC for Scarlet and Violet with no new main game, like what happened with Sword and Shield in 2020.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, because we got Mission Dungeon Rescue Team DX in Q1 of 2020, and then Sword and Shield's DLC came out a few months after that.
Yep.
And so there's a pretty solid chance that history could repeat itself in 2023, but we got the actual Scarlet and Violet games to worry about first before we even think about DLC. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here.
But I think DLC is like a possible choice because it's obvious that they're pretty much done with creating like third versions and other games now.
Yeah, exactly. So I do feel like DLC is definitely the wave of the future for expanded content in mainstream Pokemon games, which is fantastic.
Because if not, we would have gotten something like Pokemon Ultra Sword and Pokemon Ultra Shield or something.
Or something along those lines. Although I do remember seeing some really cool fake box art of the official artwork for the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra where those were coming out. Because like it kind of gave off box art vibes. And I saw some art of it I saw some mock-ups of it on Twitter. And they even made it like someone even made fake logos for each pack of the DLC, and like it worked.
Oh, interesting.
It was really cool. Like,
yeah, I can imagine.
Because I remember the fan art was like taking the Isle of Armor name and just calling it Pokemon Armor, and the Crown Tundra being called Pokemon Crown, and I'm like, that's so cool. Like I imagine that if Game Freak wasn't making DLC, that's probably what it would have been.
Yeah.
But I really liked those mock-ups. Those were so cool. I don't even remember who made it. That's the problem. It's been so long since I've seen those mock-ups.
I don't think I ever saw them.
Yeah, I remember seeing them on Twitter a couple times, and it's so cool. And also the official artwork for the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra in general was so cool. I'm gonna miss Gen 8.
Me too.
It has its problems,
but... It flew by so quickly.
I know. It has its problems, but it was so fun.
It really was.
Hopefully we'll get some new information for Scarlet and Violet soon.
Yeah, only a month or so to wait, to be honest.
Yeah. So yeah,
to be honest, time has been going by pretty quickly.
Yeah. But to think we're almost into May already. This is wild. 2022 needs to slow down. Oh my god. But, with all that being said, is there anything else that we want to add before we close?
No, I don't think so.
Alright. So, I think that is going to wrap things up for this week. I want to thank you for tuning in. Until next time, through it all, we're still a family. One Shady family.